Someone's not dancing. Come on, you know the law. Testing is not a dance exemption. Don't make me call the dance police.
But Cave, dancing isn't science. Anyways. Turret metal reclaiming annex. Crush. It was fun. It's kind of satisfying. That sure had a point, didn't it? It's a little satisfying map.
Test subject, can you hear me? Congratulations, you were the world's first half-man, half-machine police officer. Well, first batch. There was a pretty big shootout. Bought all your carcasses off the mayor. Anyway, you should be proud to be a part of Aperture's Android Law Enforcement Initiative. Or as someone who's good at naming things, i.e. me, would call it, Robotacop. Oh, that's much better. Now, before we get you solving crimes, we got to get you to solve this test. Promised the mayor I'd make sure you weren't all unstable potato heads before I gave you all guns.
Good idea. Anyways, next map, RATTMANN Redux. Apparently Chamber 7. It's 167. This test time's always a little bit weird. Doesn't always display correctly. Now this chamber, it's a petty remake of that one chamber you see in the main campaign, where you find the RATTMANN radio. A place to actually vilify. So let's see. Let's do a thing here. Ow. I could have died right there. Press this button. Now opens this compartment back here. Make a run for it. Oh, I guess we can just go back out through a portal. It's not a problem. There's no radio, but there is a commanding cube. Alright, then let's actually solve the test. Where's the other node? Oh, it's right there. Alright then. See you, companion cube.
Come in, Robotacop. It's your chief. First, you're a damn good cop. Second, you're a loose cannon. Alright, that's probably enough motivation. Oh, before I forget, Greg tells me you might be getting some tragic flashbacks of your former life. Don't sweat it, those aren't yours. Due to a software problem, that's a real-time feed of Greg's current life. He's a sad little man. Anyway, just try to ignore him.
Gotta wonder how that happened. Anyways, not really a test. I wonder what that means. Well, it means we're in this big empty room. What is this? Oh, it's TROLLATRON version 2. Good to see ya. Anyways. Oh, got a faith plate circle. Isn't that fun? So if you wanted to marvel at the infinite Perpetuum that is faith plates in the petty editor, here you go. It's fun. Enough of that, though. Is that enough of that? Alright then. Let's do a thing. Oh, it's slightly off sync. That's gonna be upsetting. Anyways, the exit door is just open. What's back here, though? There's another button. Okay. It doesn't look like there's anything back there, though. What is the point of this? I guess it's a little corner you could hide away in if you wanted to. Weird. Okay. Alright then.
Cave here. Chariots. Just a heads up. If it seems like you're walking faster than light, you're probably in a universe where light doesn't haul nearly as much ass as it does on Earth 1. The lab boys say if you insist on walking faster than light, you are 100% going to go back in time. How far? Far enough to meet your great-great-grandfather and tell him you're fired. Because guess what? I'll let you finish that thought.
You're honestly playing Animal Crossing New Leaf, where it seems like some days you walk faster than other days. I don't know if it's actually a thing. Anyways, background generators, also 7. Here's a random little idea that I don't know if people use in everyday petty mapping, but you press this button, nothing really appears to happen, and it's wall lowers. What's actually happening is that these buttons trigger a funnel behind the walls that then pushes a cube onto a button, thus creating a delayed response that you also can't see, except for these signages on the floor. Isn't it an interesting idea? I don't know. You know, I wonder if people have used it though. Just funnel generators in the background and visibly make things happen. It's an idea. It's a notion.
Welcome, test prisoner, to the Terra 3 Penal Science Colony. Space criminals, political prisoners, exiled planetary leaders. You're here because the galaxy needed a place to put you, and this is it. So, who is ready to stay here until they die? Now, you already met one another on the hyperdrive over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I'm the warden around here.
Are you now? I'll be sure to respect you, Cave. Anyways, simple choice-making test. 89. You know it's 269. I don't know what's going on here. Is it going through here? No. It's a button. Anyways, you got a choice-making test here. You got a regular cube, a companion cube, and a mirror cube. Now, we all know what the obvious choice here is. But let's see what the other choices are. We go in with a regular cube. We get death. We go in with the other cube. We go in with this mirror cube. And then we get even more death. Or you completely missed Pit. Okay. Alright then. Let's choose the obvious correct choice. Let's go with the companion cube, squeeze in. And there's no death. There's also the part where the companion cube will actually try to kill you. Nice try, cube. Anyways.
Attention test prisoners attempting to escape through the air ducts. I don't know what nonsense you learned on TV, but in real life, air ducts just go to the air conditioning unit. It's also pretty dusty, so if you've got asthma, chances are you're going to die up there. And we'll be smelling it for weeks because, again, the air ducts aren't a secret escape hatch. They're how we ventilate the facility.
Yes, like I said before, the air ducts don't go anywhere. Anyways, race for the companion cube. Basically, run! Now, if you're a pro gamer, you can bunny hop through these lasers and laser nodes, but I'm not a pro gamer, so I'm just taking the easy route with this roller coaster, but you're also singeing your legs on lasers. Anyways, it's important to win that race, because if you don't get here first, you don't get to the end in time. This death grid enables, so you know, watch out.
This thing on? I'm gonna be brief, because I'm dying. Because I got shivved. A lot. I just want to get it on record that using force fields for doors in a space prison is a bad idea. You know what would have been better? Regular doors with locks. Locks that don't open when the power goes out. And those blue force fields look good, though. Every time I saw one, I thought, wow, I am in space. Still, though, a door made out of paper would have been better in the long run. Would have at least slowed them down for a second. Anyway, anybody not escaping or shivving me, Get back to work.
Stay safe, cave. Also, I wonder if that line implies that they were using emancipation grid as doors. You know, those are blue grids, blue force fields. Anyway, so this is a little bit dangerous here. In room expansion, we have a funnel that goes right into the entry chamber lock. Gotta crouch through. I really should have pressed that button from landing on it like that. Anyways. It's a bit cramped and stuffy in here. Let's fix that. No, that's much better. Much more roomy. And there's 4 mana cubes. The whole concept behind this map is kind of a reference to the Blue Sky fanfiction, where there's the part that where Wheatley expands a chest chamber in Aperture to make more room for Chell. Pointing, you know what part of the story that's from. Alright then.
Those of you who volunteered to be injected with Homo sapien DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of man mantises. Pick up a set of 4-leg spurs, mesothorax armor, and tubercle sheets. You'll know when the test starts.
Oh, how the tables have turned. Anyways, our next map is the Grand Dash. Yeah, okay. Basically, again, run! This is my best attempt at bunny hopping. Let's see. Ah, that right there. We sure beat that faint queue. Oh, I just turn off that funnel even. We won the race. Alright, we're winners.
It's come to my attention that over half of our test subjects have only recently awoken from extended relaxation and were unaware that we're testing in space. So, there it is. No conspiracy, no twist. We're in a test satellite orbiting the Earth. Commonly available information that absolutely anyone would have told you if you'd bothered to ask. Please stop forming groups of adventuring parties to uncover the big secret, because it's that we're in space.
TROLLATRON version 2, Machiavellian. Basically, think fast. Yeah, if you didn't press those buttons, you would have died right there.
Well, looks like we just had to seal up Science Sphere 7, hull breach. Another adventure party smashed through the hull to learn the big mystery. Guess they were busy doing that instead of testing, because I've mentioned that we're in space every half hour. By the way, still in space.
And here we are in Pointless Corridor. If you ever wanted to play a walking simulator, you ever wanted to give your legs a good old exercise, but couldn't muster up the energy to do it, well, this is a map for you. Seriously though, walking is good for you. Should you have a nice little walk now and then?
And another hull breach. Let's all give a big hand to the test subjects of Sphere 18 for bravely uncovering the company-wide conspiracy, which is that there's no air in space. Once again, we're in space. It's not a secret. I am sincerely regretting my decision not to install Windows in this thing.
Gotta be some strong glass to keep in the air pressure. Anyways, an Accent Beyond. This is another little remake map, like with RATTMANN Redux. It's that one chamber you go into in the Portal 2 campaign just before you escape with Wheatley. Simple enough. Except with more cube death. Okay, seriously. Okay then. Cube didn't die this time. But in this version of the chamber, we don't immediately get dropped. Instead, we actually get to open the door. Well, what's behind the door then, you may ask? Well, you go over to the end. It's a trap. Ow, ow. Okay. Press the R button to reveal itself. Now there's some extra stuff going on here. So now what we do is we take this cube. We don't need to go up there anymore. And down in here is a little faceplate. Dunk. And that will press a button up there, which allows for us to escape, just like the original map. Isn't that nifty?
Welcome, gentlemen, to the Aperture Hollow Science Jungle. Tramps, hillbillies, drifters, you're here because you followed the hobo sign. So, who is ready to scrounge around for some science? Now, you already met one another on the boxcar over here, so grab a bowl of slumgullion and a glass of sterno, and let me introduce myself. I'm Michigan Slim Cave Johnson. I'm the Hobo King.
You gotta wonder how much fun J.K. Simmons had recording all these lines. Anyways, Man vs. Machine, Aperture Edition. Now, for some reason on the Petty Workshop, there was this trend where basically people made like giant 3D pixel art with a tile grid system and editor, making all sorts of structures like the AT-AT or AT-AT, whatever it is, from Star Wars. Disclaimer, I don't watch Star Wars, like other things. People always made all sorts of cool things. So this here is my attempt at making the carrier tank for Man vs. Machine in Team Fortress 2. Get a view of all the turrets in there. It's about, let's see, 4 times, like about 20 turrets in there, I think. 4 times 5. We need to get rid of them. And to do that, we have Joe. Oh, wrong side. Joe Fest. There you go. Hello. Oh, okay, that just happened. What? Okay, that was not me jumping. It's okay. That's weird. Just get on the top and jump inside. There you go. Oh, you think you survived like that, huh? Doop. Nope. Death for you.
It's Cave. Greg's telling me the number of possible alternate universes is literally infinite. Maybe there's one where, I don't know, the Greeks won World War II. Just a heads up in case you get to a test chamber and find yourself surrounded by urns. Oh, chariots.
Chariots. Anyways, learning some new tricks. Now this test chamber might seem a little bit familiar. It's that one test chamber from the original version of Escape from Aperture, but now in its full functioning glory. And now that we're in the original version of the chamber, I can show you some tricks I may or may have mentioned in an episode. So, Franken turrets covered in repulsion gel. They don't bounce, but guess what? You do. You can literally use them as portable trampolines. Isn't that nifty? A little life hack. I wonder if anybody's ever used this idea in a chamber. It's pretty cool, pretty clever, having a portable trampoline. It's pretty cool. Anyways, this button right here is pointless. You think it's going to squish you, but it doesn't. Got a laser cube here, which, okay. Has a very roundabout way of respawning. And then this trick, which I mentioned before in confirmation. You do this. You do this. You can have a vertical laser cube. You also have me getting knocked back by the legs of the Franken turret. Come on. Launch me correctly, please. I guess the fizz model does affect slightly in the direction it catapults you in. Alright then. Some cool little tricks. If they haven't been used in the workshop already, maybe some people can start using them. Make some interesting tests.
That shrieking voice you just heard is the lovely Blarkbarg, my assistant. She's the backbone of this facility. Sorry, fellas, she's married to producing seeds that germinate and detach from her exoskeleton at high speeds in search of human hosts. We keep her alive.
Isn't that just lovely? Anyways, unusual platforming. Remember what I showed before about platforming on side platforms? Well, this is an extension of that idea. We're just a little bit unusual. Platforming on platforms, not the most conventional way. You also gotta be careful because the collision on these platforms is a little bit weird. That basically, for those who know how modeling works, 3D models, it's basically like a shrink wrap collision model. Where basically, it's like you shrink wrap the entire model up to like pack it in your fridge. The collision is a little bit wonky, and I'm gonna have to wait for this platform to safely board it. It's a little awkward. You know, it's just unusual platforming. What more can I say about it? Just gotta wait patiently. Okay, it's gonna be our chance. Go. Ah! No. I'm not dealing with that. This jump is very awkward, basically. So, you know, fun. Let's forget that ever happened.
Hello, test subjects. Good news first. Our telekinesis incubation program has been a huge success. Bad news, the candidate screening process was a lot less successful. Let me tell you, we picked a real bunch of smart Alex to give mind powers to. Hey, stop blowing up heads. Actually, you know what? Negotiation's over. I'd like you all to meet Terry. He's gonna... Oh, real funny, guys. But the joke's on you. I taped all your paychecks to Terry's head. Ha! You can put that in your head and blow it up.
You've died of dissing Terry. Anyways, cube catapults. Now, this is an interesting little map. As you see here, got a faith plate and got some fizzlers. But you can't take the cubes through the faith plates. So what do you do then? Well, you got this other panel right here in the middle of all these lights. If you press this button, oh, hold on. You press this button, whoosh. Why are freaking turrets so glitchy? Yeah, it's a catapult basically. Let's put you in the upper half. You gotta position them correctly. For them to get launched the correct trajectory. In the middle. I guess that works. You get burned by the laser as soon as you arrive. It's not just polite. You can also do the same thing on this side, you know, just for symmetry. Isn't that fun? Alright then.
That's right, everybody. It's that time of year again. Happy birthday. You know the rules. Everybody at the government-mandated maximum age needs to report to an ethnological redundancy associate, Toot Sweet. Looking through the files here, the following is a complete list of employees who need to snuff it. Dorothy Russell, age 98. End of list. Sorry about that, Dorothy. You had a good 97 years. Time to stop hogging all the resources. Leave some nutrient paste for the rest of us, why don't you? Cave Johnson, age 51. We're done here.
I wonder what the existing character in Half-Life Alex being named Russell has anything to do with this random character here in the Perpetual Testing Initiative. It probably doesn't. It's probably just a coincidence, but still, you know, that'd be fun. If they kept this in mind when they named the character, or Russell. Escape from Aperture 3, Chamber 2. This also be familiar. Because that one big empty chamber didn't make any sense. Now you get to see it in its original form. This panel is only buckled in, you can't go in there this time. And over there is a button where the graffiti was. Put the portal over there. Put a portal here. What does this do? Oh, I think we need it. I think we need it for over there. First, we'll grab this. And we'll just walk right into the goo. Put this on here. That'll be important. What does this button do? Oh, maybe that opened the exit. Maybe that opened the exit. Okay then. Heading back over to the other side. And we need to press that other button to activate this. Multiple contexts. Now the platform actually works. Press this, and it activates that, which actually works properly this time. Okay then. Let's make our way to the exit. Whee! Flawless. Alright then. And that right there is the last map. Now there was one more map I made with the Petty Editor, but for some reason the map is broken. The cube won't let me load it, so that's basically it. So then that's all my petty maps. There is a bunch of little random maps I made with the editor. I was never, contrary to how much time I spent in Portal 2, I was never very good at making test chambers, so I didn't use the editor very much. Anyways though, that's all for that. Thank you for watching, and next time we'll start looking at some of the more obscure maps I've ever made. Some which may have been seen before, some may have not. Whatever I said before at the beginning of this series of videos. Anyways, my name is ALLOS, also on Sketchum Creations, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching through all this nonsense.